Let me tell you about a business owner we worked with recently. We'll call him Marcus. Marcus ran a fast-growing landscaping company. He was overwhelmed with work, so he decided it was time to hire his very first employee. He shook hands with the worker and said, "We're small. We don't need paperwork. I trust you." But 3 months later, everything changed. The employee filed a wage complaint. He claimed unpaid overtime. He accused Marcus of misclassification, and he threatened legal action unless the business paid thousands of dollars. Marcus said, "But we had an agreement. We knew what we discussed." Unfortunately, none of it mattered because nothing was in writing. This happens to small business owners constantly. So today, let's go through the legal checklist you need before you hire your very first employee. Before anything else, you need to determine whether the person you're hiring is legally an employee or an independent contractor. And here's what most business owners don't know. You don't get to choose. The law decides based on the facts. If the worker uses your tools, follows your schedules, represents your business, or performs the core services you sell, they're almost always an employee, not a contractor. Misclassification is one of the most common and most expensive mistakes small business owners make. Once you know the worker is an employee, here's what you legally need to do before their first day. They need to have a W-4, an I-9, a formal offer letter, a job description, direct deposit forms, confidentiality agreement or NDA, and an employee handbook acknowledgement. These forms aren't just paperwork. They set expectations clearly and protect you from misunderstandings. Without them, you're opening the door to wage claims, discrimination claims, and unnecessary disputes. Your employee handbook is one of the strongest legal protections your business can have. At a minimum, it should include attendance rules, conduct expectations, anti-harassment and anti-discrimination policies, timekeeping procedures, overtime rules, social media guidelines, safety procedures, and your disciplinary process. A strong handbook protects your business the moment something goes wrong, and it keeps your workplace running smoothly. Now let's talk about wage and hour laws, the area where most small businesses get into trouble. Here are the mistakes we see most often. Paying someone a salary when they should legally be hourly. Not paying overtime. Not tracking breaks. Off the books payments. And no written timekeeping policies. Wage claims are the number one reason small businesses get sued by employees, and they're expensive to fix. A clean system from day one protects you. Finally, let's talk insurance, because once you hire, the rules change. Most states require workers' compensation, unemployment insurance, and sometimes additional liability coverage. The moment you bring on an employee, you take on new responsibilities and new risks. Make sure your insurance protects you and your business and your team. Hiring your first employee is exciting. It means your business is growing, but it also brings new legal responsibilities that you want to get right the first time. If you need help drafting your new hire documents, building your employee handbook, or making sure you're compliant, our team at Counxel can help. And Counxel on Call gives you fast, ongoing support as you grow. The best time to protect your business isn't after something goes wrong. It's before. With Counxel on Call, you get fast, reliable legal support for the everyday challenges of running a business. Policies, handbooks, contracts, HR questions, and compliance. If you want to lead with confidence and avoid the costly mistakes we see every day, Counxel on Call is your next step. Click the link in the description to join.